And he said it's really understanding our people, not just the people in the community, but the people who are closest to our customer. I was like, dude, that is so cool. And he said to me something that was very powerful. He said, Simon, we just don't see our team members as human doings. We see them as human beings. And when we see them as a human being, it's okay to have a fireside chat and to really say, here's what's going on in the organization, so that everybody's clued in. Everybody says, you know what, I'm not just a social security number in the system, but I'm a part of a team. I'm a part of an organization that gets me. So leaders, how often are you talking to your people? Do you understand the learning style of your team? Do you understand what drives them? What makes them tick? There might be a ton of people on your team who have been impacted by the mortgage crisis, the credit crisis, might have a loved one who has had to move in with them, might have a spouse or significant other that's been laid off. People bring a lot of stuff to work that causes them to shut down, and they're saying, I just need this job just to get ahead. And we as leaders, now I'm not trying to say, you're probably saying, Simon, that's sounding very Pollyannish, and I know you probably think in a moment I'm going to say, let's break out, hold hands, and sing Kumbaya. No, I'm not saying that. What I am saying is, as leaders, if we intend to sustain brilliance in the times of change, how do we begin to talk to people about what's really going on with them? Now, when I talk about being a brilliant mentor is really understanding that I learn leadership by what is being modeled for me. So whatever you are modeling right now, you are teaching emerging leaders in the organization. I just had an opportunity to wrap up a 6-month project with Walmart, and with their permission, I am able to share with you some of just a few of the learnings. And this 6-month project specifically focused on 30 high potential people within Walmart, and they were connected with 30 executives, senior executives, about 11 to 12 senior executives, so 30 people, working with these 11 executives. And in talking with my contact at Walmart, one of the things that we discovered was, number one, the emerging leaders, when they went in to meet with senior leadership to have their one-on-one. Let's say this person's 25 years old, 28 years old, has all the technical experience, has the education, has all of the things that makes their personal brand, ooh la la, looks awesome. But when they went in to meet with the senior executive throws out a question and says, so what do you want from me? And the person just kind of like froze because they didn't know how to respond. So what we discovered is, though they had the technical, emerging leaders had the technical ability, they were psychologically unprepared for this question. The other interesting thing that we learned is that personal accountability within the Walmart culture is something that is a daily decision that people begin to think about. I am not waiting for leadership to come and tell me to be personally accountable. I understand what I need to do to be personally accountable. As leaders, have you ever had days where you feel like you're running an adult daycare center? You just kind of feel like, lots going on. And what I'm saying is, when we talk about brilliant mentoring, and what we really learned from working with Walmart, is that really equipping people and letting them know you have been hired into this organization not just for the intellectual ability you bring to the organization, but more importantly, where you can take the organization. We feel you're the right person in the right place at the right time. And sometimes people just want to know, does my leader believe in me? Does my leader get me? Does my leader really believe that I have value? Or does my leader just see me as a person who's just passing through? And I believe when we really think about being a brilliant mentor, we can begin to realign our beliefs, our behaviors, and it impacts our results.